See if my chat's working. It is. Hello, everybody. This is an only plan to do video live that I took upon myself last night. So here we are. Hello and Merry Christmas to everybody, or whatever holiday you celebrate at this time of year. Happy winter solstice. And I hope everybody's having a good season so far. You know what? I need another dish or something to put these beads in. Hang on just a second. Oh, no. Steeping tea too. So in a second, I'll have to go and deal that. I'm going to use my deviled egg tray for these beads so I can separate them by size. So we're going to make some Suncatcher Dangles today. And I've already been practicing with my thingamajig, which is something you can get in the jewelry section at Michael's. Joann's didn't have it, so I was kind of surprised. But I've been practicing, and this is what I'm going to make, but you can't see that. Let's see. I think I'm prepared, and then I'm not. Here we go. This will be a good little thing. So I'm going to bend one of these with you all so you can see how I did it, but I'm making these little hangers, and then from each of these three, I'm going to put a strand of prismatic beads, so that they can hang this in a window, and then when the sun hits it, it'll put little rainbows everywhere. So I've made some green ones and some red ones. And this little tool is a lot of fun once you start using it. And then the ones I'm going to make with y'all will be gold. And that's my tea steeped. And let me go grab that real quick. Now I'm set for when my mouth goes dry. I have my tea here in my when does hibernation start, because I'm 100% in mug. Ooh, that's hot. So let's talk about the thingamajig real quick before I start dealing with the beads. The thingamajig is a wire bending tool. And I've cut off part of the package because I only have English instructions. But it also comes with these patterns to get you started. So let me open this up because it's a long, and then they give you a grid if you want to try to make up your own pattern, but it shows you how to do a hook. And this is a clasp. So you have a hook and a clasp that you can make yourself. This is a flower charm here. And then I did kind of a mix of this, but in a different way. I had to come up with my own pattern. And the first one wasn't very pretty because I had to bend it and then unbend it and then rebend it. So that one went in the trash. But once I got the pattern down, now I think I've got it pretty good. It also comes with, well, it doesn't come with those. Those were in with my jewelry tools, those long hat pins. But it comes with all of these little things. And see, they pop into this grid. So if you wanted to make a big coil, you could go around this larger one. So they have two of the great big large ones like that. And then they've got some that are a little bit smaller. And then there's a variety of other sizes, but I'm using 4 that are all the same size. And you just count the spaces. So I've got these 2 are right above each other because this is the top of it and this is the center of the bottom. And so I just counted out 4 holes and then put the pegs in. And that's how I came up with the size. So that's fine. That's fine. And it came with these, and I'm not sure what these are. I think maybe they go on some of the smaller ones to keep them from going all the way through the hole. I don't know. There was really no instructions about what those were. But I'm just going to go with what I'm going to use for right now. And I'll just show Candy how to bend this, or whoever else is watching. So let's see. I am using some floral wire that I got at Joann's. I think it was a holiday time because it was green, red, and gold. But sometimes they get this colored wire in at Christmas time. And you can pick it up on closeout just after Christmas. And it bends pretty easy. It just straightens out real nice and easy. Where I cut it, I do have a little bit of a rough spot. So let's see if we can just break that off with some of these here. See if I can get a smoother break. Yeah, that's better. So I'm going to start by putting a coil to kind of just fit around this here. And I just use my needle nose pliers and I'm just going to bend it part way and see if it'll fit on there like that. All right, now let me get my toy here. All right, so I need to come to this side of this peg. And the pegs, if you put too much pressure on it, they will pop out. So I found it's best to put my finger on it when I'm doing the bending. So I'm going to bend around this one. And then I'll come to the one in the middle. And before I do that, I want to use my pliers. And I'm just going to pull this down a little bit tighter to the peg. And then I'll come and go around this peg in the opposite direction. And I'll squeeze these together. All right, so now this one needs to come to the top of the peg. And I'm going to pull it around this way. All right. And this thingamajig, the shelf tag said $18.99, but it rang up $21.99, I think, Michael's. So they had a price change that they hadn't put on the tag, and I didn't notice it until I'd gotten in the car, but I had a discount and every coupon, so I just used that. So now this wire comes back up to where we started, and I only need about maybe 3/4 of an inch extra of wire. So get off the counter. Get off the counter. He's going to find himself out on the porch and it's cold. So I need wire cutters. Sorry about that. Unruly cats. It's $15.99 on Amazon. See, I should have got it off Amazon. So just cut about 3/4 of an inch past. Oh, and yesterday I mentioned, and the pegs will pull out, so you have to put that one back in. I will mention that I had spoke yesterday that I was thinking of trying to flatten this wire. But what I've noticed is it's got a silver core. So if I start pounding on it, it's not going to be pretty. Tippy's crazy today. So what I do is take this wire and kind of put it in this loop that I made earlier. So I just pull this loop around and then pull this up into the loop like that. And then I'm going to tighten this loop down around like that. All right. And you can smooth these out. And then this part that sticks up, I'm going to use it to curl this down so that it meets just behind that other wire. And if you take your time and work your wire and everything, you can get it a little bit flatter. And that's something I meant to grab. I had to run to get the groceries because they had them ready. So, and it wasn't at the store right here by the house. I had to drive 20 minutes away to get my stupid groceries. I'll not order from them again. So that's how I made the little hangers. So I'm going to put the thingamajig up. Take the pegs out so I don't lose them. I might take a minute and just put these back in here. Hi, Mary. So the thingamajig is cheaper from Amazon, especially right now when they're doing the free shipping business. But I think I'll get a lot of use out of this tool. So I paid more than that at Michael's. So just saying. It's getting to where the mail order is cheaper. Anyway. And you don't have to spend the gas to get there. Hi, Joyce. All right. So I got this, the pattern. Let's clear the way here. So I made another gold hanger. I think I'm done with the wire for now. I think I've got plenty of these little hangers created. And what I'm thinking of doing for the part that hangs down, I'm going to use tiger wire instead of like monofilament because it's going to be hung in a window, and I'm afraid the monofilament, the plasticky stuff, would fall apart. I need to make a bag to hold my thingamajig. That needs to be a project. Do up some more decorated fabrics. We need to do another dirty dozen on fabric, so I have some fabric to make bags to hold stuff in that are arty. All right, so I'll put these long hat pins on there and get it out of the way. So I went and got my egg dish here, and I'm just going to put the hangers that I've already made in the middle. Because I made some red ones, some green ones, and some gold ones, because that's the color wires I had. So I'm just going to use the prismatic type beads, and these were from Michael's. I had earned a voucher for $10. So basically I paid the postage to get these beads to me because the postage was like, it was $10.84 for me to order these in. And I think the beads were on sale. So, but these have 4 different sizes. There's a large and then 2 medium sizes and then a small in both the clear and the green. So I'm going to separate those real cute. Yeah, we've done it once or twice before where we did a dirty dozen on fabric. And what I did is I mixed the fabric medium with my acrylic paints, and it worked great. All right. Oh, Tippy's crazy today. Tippy's crazy. It's just peeling out. I think it's because it's cool. Let me get the monofilament off from here. There we go. So that's the large ones. And these are the medium, first medium size. The next size down, put it that way. Usually you can back the wire up and get this last little bit out, but they've tied that one really good. So let's see if we can chop the knot. There we go. Got it. But I thought this could be something fun, and I've got one of these chandelier beads on a sun catcher I have in my kitchen window, and it makes little rainbows all over the kitchen when the sun comes around and hits that window. I thought, oh, Christmas gift, that would be something everybody could enjoy all year long, is a sun catcher. I'm having trouble with my hands today, so bear with me. I might drop things. It's because it's cold out. All right, one more of the green, and then we'll unwrap the clear. I don't know how many of these will get made, but if I get one made, I'll feel accomplished. I was trying to find Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, the original, not that weird one that's out there. And then Frosty the Snowman, and I was going to watch those, but I haven't found them like on Netflix or any of those. So let's do the clear ones. And then I've got some chandelier large pieces to go at the bottom of each strand. And I'm going to open the pearl, this mixed strand here, because when I cut this, they all come flying off. It's not on separate ones, I don't think. Uh-oh. I probably should have done this beforehand, because this is probably boring as all get out. But hey, it's real, okay? It's real. It's the real deal. I'm trying to use what I have. I just wanted the glass prismatic beads. That's why I ordered these beads here. I have plenty of beads. I probably didn't need to order these, but I thought how cool it would be if they were a bunch of them doing that. And I know that I'm an unplanned thing, so not many people are here, but thank you to all that are here. And thanks to everybody that is watching replay later. I'm not sure how long I'll be on. These lives with crafters and artists, you know, we get on here and we get busy and we lose track of time. And before you know it, 2, 3, 4, 5 hours have passed. So just keep that in mind. If you're here for a quick project, this ain't it's not the place. But if you want somebody to hang out with for a few hours, stick around. All right. So I'm going to put the glass in this thing, and I'll have to remember that I've done this so that if I make deviled eggs, I'll know where my deviled egg dish is. All right. So these here, I think I got off eBay, and they're like the real deal chandelier things. So they are very prismatic. So you need 3 per 1, 2, 3, 3 per hanger. So let's see. Let's aim for 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 3. And I think These are plastic, so they wouldn't, they're heart-shaped, but they're plastic. You can tell they don't feel cold. Glass will feel cold when you touch it. Plastic does not feel cold. These are cold, and they're slightly different than those. So let's put one of those in each here too. And let's see, is there anything different? These are just smaller. We'll use the big ones. But yeah, if you go on to eBay and look up chandelier beads, you can get these really inexpensively on eBay. I'm pretty sure that's where I got those. All right, so we need some tiger wire, which comes on a spool like this. And we need a ruler, because I want to be able to tell you how long these strands are. We'll use the big guy. Here we go. Now, I'm going to cut more length than I think I need so that I have enough for the strands. And I'm not going to cut that just to, and these are not, they said these were glass, and they are a little cold, but they're not what I had anticipated getting. And I'm pretty sure these are not individual strands, but I could be wrong. Tippy, what's got to be in your bonnet today? You've been acting naughty all morning. He has stayed in hot water. If these are on individual strands, that would be great, because I had not planned on using every style of them. Let's see. This seems to be looped. That would be great if I could leave some in their strands. Ooh, look at that. I can. So don't cut them. Just get this piece backed off from them, because then they're on individual little strands. And you don't have, I don't want to use the teeny tiny ones like that. I might use these that are clear as well. And maybe some of these round ones. And I think I'll save the rest of these for a different project. So that's like bonus beads. Bonus beads. So we'll put those back here. Mary sent me a PM. I got my package in from Keisha, so I can't wait to look at it. So let's get the tiger wire out. And I don't think I've opened this one all the way yet. This stuff is like under some tension, so when I release it, it'll go boing, so that's why it's taped. Of course, everything I'm trying to do is going slow motion. I'm sorry. No, maybe that's where it locks down. Where is the beginning? There is no beginning. Oh, for crying out loud. Let me see if I can grab a hold to one of these. That looks like it should be the end of it. There it goes. That's not the end, though. Oh, see how it did? Yeah, that's what I didn't want it to do. Oh, well. It's coming undone now, and it still don't have any end to it. There's the end. Maybe. It's acting weird. All right. Just stop already. Stop. All right. I was thinking I would start with 18-inch lengths of this. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to chop it here. Didn't want to chop either. I think I need some new cutters. There it goes. And boy, is it spun out now. And you see it coils up on itself. Okay. 18 inches. There's 0 to 18. That's about right. So I'm going to pull off 3 about that long. And the cats have started opening Scott's presents. Howard started it this morning. I think Tippy's at it now. It doesn't matter. It's already sprung. Let's see. Hopefully we'll use a lot of this. Oh, God, this is a mess. That's what happens when you don't put it away right. All right. That one's got where I cut it begin with. Sorry, this can't be very enjoyable watching me struggle. I'll try to do better. We're going to pretend the wire is not unwinding on itself over there. Put it in timeout for right now. So I think the first thing I want to do is I'm going to build from the bottom up. So what I'm going to do is get a jump ring. Not a jump ring, a crimping bead, which I have crimping beads and ball covers. Let's see here. I can see that's a crimping bead and a ball cover right there. I think I want to put 2 of those next to this because it's going to carry the weight of everything. And the little ball covers just go over the crimp bead to make, and it'll look like it's just held on there with a couple beads. So the first thing you do is you put the crimp beads on the strand like this. I'm going to use 2. So I'm going to put 2 on here. And don't let them go, past your hand and off the other end. And I'm going to start with one of my Prisma bead things, the little chandelier things. And then I'm going to take the tail and fold it back up here so that that's dangling from it and I'm not in shot. Hang on just a second, you guys, not paying attention. You get to see my cat shirt. So what I've done is see it's threaded on there, and I'm going to bend this up so the tail goes up and meets the strand coming down. And then I want to thread it through the crimp beads I've got on here. So now the 2 crimp beads are on there. And I'm going to pull this one down to where it's about 1/4 of an inch away from the end. One at a time here. Let's see if I can do this. All right. Now, you've got to have crimping pliers to do this, because the crimping pliers, see all those little grooves in it? There's little grooves in it. I can't. There, you can kind of see them there. What you're going to do is go to the one farthest back here, the second opening, because the top one up here is to close your ball over the crimp bead. So go to the second one, and what it does is it pinches down on the bead and it forms it so that both wires, it crimps down and makes like the letter C around it, and then turn it and squeeze again. You got to kind of keep that bead so it'll fold on itself. There we go. I think I got it. No, that we go. All right. So you crimp it down and that flattens it out. Okay. Let me get the second one crimped. All right. So that flattens it. So then turn it so that when you put it back in, it's going to fold where it's flattened down. It'll fold the two sides back together. So you have just a little, so it's folded it flat like this. And then you go back in and you make it bend back like that on itself. And that locks it in around there. Then you take the little ball covers that look like little letter C's. See how tiny that is? And you fit that over your crimped bead that you just did. Okay. Uh-oh. And people will tell you these aren't necessary, and they're not. It's just it makes it look like a bead. And you kind of, oh, I'm having a hard time. These fiddly bits might not be the best thing for me today, but it's what we have planned to do. Just bear with me. All right, it's on there. Then I'm going to go to the very top part. There's an opening at the top, and it looks round, round and round. So let's see if we can get in there with this. Maybe come from this side. That might be better. Oh, it slipped off the thing. Get back on there. There we go. No. The crimp bead has to be in the middle or it's not going to work the way it's supposed to. Maybe I'll put it in here. Yeah, that's what you do. If you put it in the little opening and then come around the bead. I'm having to refresh my brain. There we go. And then squeeze it. And that makes it into a little covered crimp bead. And it's not perfect. I can see that it's not closed perfect. There we go. That's better. Let me do that torture again. Hi, Isla. I'm going to make a sun catcher. I've made the little hangers for them, and now I need to make the little strands that hold down. I'm just trying to get the bottom prism locked in here. And then we're just going to strand the beads. The thing about it is I want to remember the pattern, so each strand is the same. Of course, after I make one, I can just lay it down in front. No, come on. See, that one started to close and I don't have it on there. We're going to call that good enough. And then you can trim this little tail off from the tiger wire. And don't let that get on the floor because it'll go in your foot. It's sharp. So there we have the little prism hanging. So now we can decorate. I mean, we can design it. So let's do go to next to the smallest of the green. The thing about the tiger wire is you do not need a needle. I'm just going to pop this strand open so I can use some of these. Like so. And then we'll put 3 of these clear clear ones like this on here. And then maybe we'll put that medium bead I got, or the great big bead I got out of there. So how long do you think I should make these to hang down in the window? That'd be a good question. Oh, that's a good idea. Egg carton too. I'm just going around the dish now. Three. And I'm going to make them all the same lengths. No, maybe the one in the middle will be longer than the one on either side. That might be a good idea. So see, they're working down through. Maybe do 3 more of these beads here. I almost feel like maybe these need to be reversed, but I'm going to leave these like this. So I'll make 2 like this, and then I'll do one that's longer and change the pattern on the one in the middle. So basically come up with your own pattern. If you've got one of those bead necklace making boards, you could line your beads up in it and, you know, change your pattern out. I'm kind of just doing this one on the fly and going from there. Don't like that. So if I put that on there, it would only be that long. Wondering if that's long enough, and then do a real long one in the middle. And I'm not liking the I want more of each color in here, I think. So I'm just going to pull these off here. And do 3 of these. And then go back and do, I think it's this one. There. I like, that's more pleasing to me than to have a bunch of them all the same color together. A mixture is always better. Mary says that works. Yes, I made this shirt. My niece told me that she doesn't like it because it's got too many things looking at her. So yeah, but I think it's funny. This guy's right here in the front. He's licking his lips. Yeah, I made this years ago. And I've not seen any fleece quite like this. I bought this when I worked at Joann's. And I haven't seen any this weight in a long time. It's not that thick. See, it's pretty, it's like t-shirt width. I'm getting sidetracked. So I got that. And then I'll do 3 of these. And I think that's where I'll attach it to the hanger. Probably got enough wire here for a couple. So maybe I don't need 18 inches, maybe just like 10 inches or less. I'm just going to leave this one laying here and grab another one and torch y'all through another, getting a thing on here. I need enough to do 2 more. It is super soft and it's very warm for today, which is good because it's cold here. Let's see, we got nothing but covers there. So I need another cover. My problem may be that I don't have everything I need to do this. Oh, there's some more back there. Okay. Oh, and here's some more crimp beads. These are small. All right. We'll go with that. And let's see if I can needle nose pliers. Pick some of these crimp beads up without crunching them. These little containers are nice for the storage. They're not so nice for you actually being able to get the stuff out of there with your fat fingers like I have. She says, too many eyes. All right, so put your crimp beads on. And we'll go back and get another prism. Oh, don't you? Oh, they fell off the bottom. Oh, no, they're on the floor. I will never see them. You know how I'll find those? With my feet. All right, let's try that again. I should put a clip or something on the back end so the crimp beads can't fly off. All right, there's one. Let's get that one down here and get it crimped on. That way it can't fall off. All right. Right. I'll have to pull some more crimp beads out of the drawer. I just want it to be stable. Scott ordered himself a new wallet from Amazon back in July. And a charge for Amazon for that same price came through, and I forgot about it. So I sent him a message and I said, "Did you spend $50 on something recently?" And then I got to thinking, wait a minute. And I looked back in the checkbook, and it's for almost the exact amount for what we've been waiting for that wallet. So I said, never mind. It's your wallet. It's finally on its way. Months later, they told him, "We don't know when we'll be able to get this back in. And do you want to wait or get cancel the order?" They hadn't charged him for it because, it hadn't shipped or anything. But I've just been leaving that money alone, acting like it wasn't there. And now it's on its way. These little things really big. Yes, they are special. They're just they're metal rings. And what I've got here is a crimp bead cover, which is just an open silver bead. On one side, it's open, and you fit it over the crimping bead after you've crimped it. So these are crimped on there, meaning they've been pinched against the wire. And then this gets fitted over that and then closed with these pliers. And you have to have these pliers to use crimping beads. And I have to get these stupid bead in here. Come on. All right, be still. Maybe I can pick you off the table better than my fat fingers. No, you're turning. Stop turning. All right. And you fit that over the crimp bead. Come on. How will you go over this one? Get down in there. And what the covers do is they just make it look different. See, this one doesn't have a cover, and this one does. So this one looks like a bead instead of a crimped bead. And that's just really just for appearance. I mean, you don't have to put these on. Well, yeah, they crimp the wire. They pinch down onto the wire. So they're not, they have to be pinched to work. I don't know if I'm making a lick of sense today. See, I told you I hoped my mouth would work better than my fingers. It's going to take me an hour to make one of these. Whoever gets one. Might make one and say, never mind. I like to make things that hang in the window and give off reflection like that, because I think they're pretty. There we go. I got it. You've got to line the pliers up just so to get these to close. Here, let's do this. It's hard. The camera's having issues. But you can see how it's made it round now. And now that, you can't pull it off. You can pull and pull on that and it's not going to come off. That's why I'm using 2 of these instead of just 1. That way no little critter can get the beads apart with that on there. And this tiger wire is really, really strong too. All right, let's see if we can copy our pattern now that we've got another one here. So I got the crimping beads. Now look next to the smallest. And then I did 3 of these beads over here. 2, 3 of these. And then the big one. I'll have to get some more of these out. And then 3 more of these. One. Yeah, I might just make one of these. And then we need another one this size. No, the next one up. Yeah, I think it's this one. And then we're going to need, wait, I did something wrong. And didn't I? Let me see. No, then I need one this size. And then, is it this one? I guess so. And then another one like this. And 3 of these. One, 2, 3. All right, so we could attach these to a hanger. I'll use a gold hanger. So I'm going to go ahead and put the crimp bead on the wire. So what did I do with those? I need some more crimp beads. Sometimes I can just push my finger in and pick them up. The crimp beads are like a real thin ring of metal. Let's see if I can. Actually, let me get that little piece of cardstock. And it's just a little teeny ring of metal. And that's what makes it easy to pinch down around. So I'm going to put 2 of those on here. 1, 2. Pull them down here. I don't really need all of this tiger tail, that's for sure. Then I'll just go through one of my side things here. Now I'm going to get rid of some of this because this is just too much to work with. I won't cut this big lengths on the next one I do. But it's better to have too much than too little when you're just starting. All right, so I don't want this down over those beads like that. So come on, crimp bead. Again, I'm going to put it through that opening and then bend it back on itself and go through the crimp beads. I might have cut it too short to deal with it, but we'll see. What I need is some way to, there we go. I think I can hold it like that. And you don't want to go tight against this because you want it to be able to wiggle in the breeze. So let's see if I can crimp these beads here. So that one's bent that way. Then turn the pliers and then make it fold in on itself. It keeps wiggling away from me. Let's do this other one, see if I can get it to. It takes some practice to get the crimp beads to do what you want them to do. Because basically it has to be folded small enough, but you have to be careful about pinching it too much because it's just like a thin wire that you would bend back and forth, it'll break. But you want it small enough that the covers will fit over it. I'm going to go ahead and cut this close now. If you want to, you can feed it down through some of the beads as well, the tails, and just hide your tails down in there. Then we're going to get this in the crimp pliers in the first opening only. You don't want to put the little indentation. You just want to close this around the crimp beads. What would have been ideal is if I'd had, you know, crimp beads and all of that were the same color as my floral wire, but that's not possible. And if I had some little suction cups, I would try this out because I don't think I'm going to need to attach anything up here. I think there's a little hook on the suction cup that will fit right over. Let me put another bead cover on here. Again, I'm trying to, there goes another thing on the floor. I'll use my little dusty mop thing. See if I can find them. If I move slow enough with the dusty mop thing, hopefully I'll find all that I have dropped. The best thing to do with jewelry making is just to practice, practice, practice. So you can learn to use all the tools. All right, so that one will hang. See? And this wire is kind of gaudy. I could have, I guess, spray painted them, but I think it'll be all right. I think I'll leave a little bit longer tail on this one so that I can bend it and manipulate it better. My cutters are all dull as they can be. My grandmother would have said, dull as Dora. I don't know what that meant, but my grandmother had some weird sayings. Yes, having a longer tail really helps. And these, the beads I'm using are glass, so if you get too close, and pinch a bead, you might pop it and have glass everywhere. So be careful. See, I'm getting better at it the more I do. Practice, practice, practice. So I think that'll be pretty in the window. What do y'all think? And they're all prismatic, so they should all catch the sun in different ways. Yeah, the time investment. That's what people don't understand. That's why I don't sell my stuff, because I mean, it's hours of work and nobody wants to pay, the work you got in it. That beautiful statue at the Riverwalk that I've shown y'all that looks like a big monolith, a big rectangular thing. Some little jerk knocked that over. I saw that in the neighborhood newsletter this morning. Or last night. That just upsets me because that's somebody's work. That's somebody's, love of their craft and everything. And then some little jerk comes along and shoves it over. Quite frankly, it PO'd me. I mean, how would you like it if, we all showed up at your house and like broke all your toys? It's put there to be enjoyed, not to be torn apart. I shouldn't have thought about it because now it's making me nervous. I have a Suncatcher in my kitchen window that I made years ago. And as part of my local craft group, we did a swap of strands of beads with a charm at the end. And then I had picked up all these muffin or custard cup metal ones, and Scott had drilled holes in it so we could hang them down, all our strands together. And I love that thing. That's the kind of thing that's like a shared community project that is so much fun, and you get a little bit of what, like everybody put a different charm on it. Like some people like cats, some people like, so there's two. So now we need to do our long strand in the middle. I have the worst pile of tiger wire over here. All right, let's see. We're going to need, there's a crimp bead. There's a cover. There's a crimp bead. I'm probably not going to do another one of these, but I might do something else real quick if y'all are up for it. I have a gnome I want to repaint too, Janet. My sister gave him to me years ago, and I need to repaint him. All right, so we're going to put 1, 2 crimp beads. For one thing, I might run out of the right size crimp beads, but we'll put our last little prism on the bottom here. These little things that I got off eBay are awesome. They really catch the light. Of course, I had to wait a while. I think they came from China, of course. Most everything does these days. All right, we'll get this in position. I do better if I concentrate. Get the paint that's for the yard and garden. It's sold in like where they have floral stuff at Michael's. This is where I know it is at Michael's. It's called Yard and Garden Paint, and you can paint terracotta with it. Or look for outdoor craft paint. And I think Americana makes some outdoor craft paint, and I think Folk Art does too. But the Yard and Garden would last longer. I would think. It's in the right space. I just need to get the. Meh. Hi, Cole. They don't know how much of a jerk you are. He comes through wanting to start a fight with whoever will take it on. He's like, bring it. I'm ready. I'll fight you. End up putting him and Tippy out on the porch and let them work it out. Okay, Mary, thanks for coming. Tomorrow I won't be able to be live. That's why I came on today, because tomorrow I'm going to be out in Lexington all afternoon, because there's no point in me driving it's a 20-minute drive or more, and there's no point in me driving all the way out there, drop Bernadette off, and then have to turn around and come all the way back over here. So, yeah. I'll post a picture of this when it's finished. If I can find a suction cup, I'll put it in one of the windows and take a good picture of it for Instagram and Facebook. What is it? Everything worth doing is worth doing. Or something like that. You should at least do it twice. All right. So I'm going to make the bottom match, but I think I'll add some of the tiny green ones. I can't see the hole in these tiny ones. There it is. Ta-da! Do that one. I do want to share what I did this morning while I was watching Mary. Teresa was asking about a folded dress, so I went looking and I found one, and I think it's a German girl, and she doesn't talk in it. She just shows you how to fold these little dresses out of I did 6x6 piece of paper, and my paper was thicker. I think she was using origami paper, and I have some of that. I just don't know where. It's up somewhere safe. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Sherry. Let's see here. We're just doing a little Suncatcher here. This one I can make up any old way because I don't have to do a duplicate. So we can make it up as we go along. And like I said, if I can find a suction cup around here, I'll put this in a window. The window might not be clean. It's wintertime, but I'll do it up. Let's see here. Is this one that size? Yeah. Let's do the next bigger size. Oh, bye, Candy. Have a wonderful Christmas. Or Hanukkah. Let's do 3 of these. Because we want this one to be longer. That one looks like one of the little prism ones. It is. Maybe use one of these larger ones in the middle. And I think I'll repeat this in the reverse. So 3 of these. Maybe. Two, 3, and then a big one of these. And then a little prism. Sounds like my kiddo is up and around. And then this one. I am going to make more of these, I think, but not today with y'all because, you know, I think I did that wrong because that looks, I needed the other one. Not that one. I need the one bigger. But you get the gist of it. And that thingamajig really made making the tops so much easier than trying to bend it by hand because you get the spacing perfect and everything. I really think I will get a lot of use out of that. Thanks, Kathy. I made it several years ago. And I get these looks from people like, she's a crazy cat lady. And I'm like, yes, I am. And I need to go feed and give Greg's little cat, Sally, her medicine. She's going to want to go outside, and I'm not going to let her go out on the porch today. It's just too cold. All right, is that one longer, or do we need to make it even longer? So if we put that through our hanger here, oh, that's about right, I think. No, we are not doing that, boys. No. Callie. I said boys. I didn't know you were in on it. Callie. Cole and Callie growling and hissing at each other in the entry. All right. So I need the crimp beads. I'm going to torture y'all with crimp beads again. Let's see here. All right. I got a crimp bead and a cover in that haul. Let's see. All covers. All covers. Ah, got some crimp beads that time. They're all mixed together. Yes, Callie was in on it. She's asserting herself. Okay. Through my middle hanger hole here. I'm just trying to get the second crimp bead out of my way a little bit. I heard you were being ugly to Callie and she was being ugly back. You are a pretty cat, but you're kind of a jerk. I know Sally's hungry. She's next on my list of things to do. The more days go by, the more I'm convinced that that cat's pancreas is not working. Oh, come on. Wow. All right, let's see if I can get some covers on here. We'll call this one done. And I'll show you the little dress I folded this morning. I actually think there's something inside that. There was. He'll be out in a minute. Let Greg have a shower in peace, Cole. Is that one? And I think I put the link to the little dress I'm going to show you on how to make it. So if you wanted to make one, you could go check out that girl's page. Arlene was like, oh, giving me somebody else to watch. It's pretty good. And she's real clear and she never speaks a word. And she shows you what part of the paper you're going to use next. It was really good. All right, guys, there's the little sun catcher. And I'm not sure who in the family will get it. I thought about making it for like my sisters and my sister-in-laws. But isn't that pretty? And then just put it on a suction cup in the window and wait for the sun to come by and go, ooh, rainbows. So let me move these. That wire is really out of control. So then if I had a bigger piece of paper. So that's the sun catcher. And then here's the little dress. And it's just a 6x6 piece of paper folded. And she shows you how to do all of the folds. So that is all I was going to share. And I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your week. Tomorrow for me will be busy with the doggy. And that's it. Any questions? How long have I been on here? An hour and 18 minutes. See, I knew it would take about an hour for each. I think it's pretty. And I like how these have lined up. All right, guys. You guys have a Merry Christmas, and I will catch you on probably at Mary's on Friday, if not before. So take care. I'll talk to you later. Bye, guys. Bye, Kathy. Oh, Teresa, you'll have to watch the replay. Hi and bye, Susan Gerald. Nice to see you.